Is the audio clear now, sir? Please check for the audio. Prashant audible, Gautam audible. I was just speaking from the last 2 minutes. I hope it is clear now. Very good. Good to see that most of the people are saying that it is clear now. Very good, very good. Okay, we'll start the class right away, sir. Probably I believe that most of the students who are watching this video in today's session has already attended the first session of Anil sir's. So I'll just brief out for the next 2 minutes how to solve some very basic kind of questions, so that you will understand how to solve the next type of questions. Muni, slowly I think the audio problem will be eliminated. Do not worry about this. Let us just concentrate on the class. Now listen to this carefully, sir. I'll just explain the brief basic things of whatever we have discussed in the previous class. Probably I'll not go too much into detail. Suppose for example, I'll take the first 2 questions which we solved in our previous class. Suppose for example my question is selling price of an article. Selling price of an article is 180 rupees. Selling price of an article is 180 rupees. Suppose I'll just take that question so that you'll understand it very easily. Selling price of an article is 180 rupees. Profit percentage is 20%. You need to find the cost price of an article. This is something which is a very basic question which we solved in our previous class. But I am just taking 1 or 2 basic questions which we already solved in the previous class, probably for the new students who might have been attending in today's class. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Selling price is 180, profit percentage is 20%. You need to find the cost price of the article. Do not please apply any formula saying that profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100%. For all the people who have attended my previous class, you should be able to understand that I wrote close to around 13 formulas on the left hand side of the screen, and I erased all the 13 formulas because it is not useful, because it is not at all required for our preparations. Now listen to the way we solve the problems. Profit percentage is 20%. 20% is 20 by 100. 20 by 100 is 1 by 5. Now everyone listen to this carefully. Can I say that you have a numerator, you also have a denominator. Your denominator will always represent your initial value. Whichever topic you are solving, denominator always represents your initial value. I have cost price with me. I have selling price with me. Out of cost price and selling price, which is the initial thing that will happen in any transaction? Cost price is always the initial thing that will happen in any transaction. That means your denominator represents the cost price, right? Denominator represents the cost price. That means according to this fraction, cost price is 5 rupees, right? According to this fraction, cost price is 5 rupees. And I also told in the previous class saying that if it is profit percentage and numerator is profit, according to the fraction, cost price is 5 rupees, profit is 1 rupee, cost price is 5 rupees, profit is 1 rupee. So what should be the selling price? Selling price should be 6 rupees. According to fraction, selling price is 6 rupees, but according to question, selling price is 180 rupees. 6 should become 180, multiply by 30. 5 also multiply by 30. What is 5 into 30? It is 150 rupees. That means cost price of this article is 150 rupees. We are not interested in using any formula which is required for a problem, which is actually not required for a problem. Cost price is 150 because 20% profit is 1 by 5. That means the denominator is cost price. Cost price is 5 rupees. profit is 1 rupee. So selling price should be 6 rupees. But according to the question, it is 180 rupees. 6 should become 180 multiply by 30. 5 also multiply by 30. 5 into 30 is how much? It is 150. I am just discussing one or two problems which we have already taken in our previous class, only for the benefits of some of the students who might have attended it for the first time, or maybe to revise you people how to solve questions on profit, loss and discount. I hope it is clear, sir. Probably most of the students already know this method, but I am just explaining it one more time so that it will be very, very clear for you. Next, second question. Second one, suppose your question is, a man purchases 10 articles for 3 rupees. This is also a question which we already discussed in the previous class. After this, we will come back to this class problem solving. A man purchases 10 articles for 3 rupees. A man purchases 10 articles for 3 rupees and sells 15 articles for 4 rupees and sells 15 articles for 4 rupees. I need to find profit or loss percentage, right? I need to find profit or loss percentage. Listen to this carefully, sir. Very, very easy way of solving. A man purchases. Purchasing is nothing but cost price. That means cost price of is nothing but bracket. How many articles? 10 articles. Cost price of 10 articles is how many rupees it is given? It is given as 3 rupees. And sell is nothing but selling price. Selling price of how many articles again? 15 articles is 4 rupees. Find the profit or loss percentage. In the previous class itself, when I took this problem, I explained you very clearly, and we also solved so many questions based on this format, saying that whenever you get something like this, always express it as SP by CP, because I want a denominator should be cost price, which is the initial value. So express it as SP by CP. If I express, first equation is 15 SP is equal to 4. Second equation is, this equation becomes 10 CP is equal to 3. Divide one by the other, it becomes SP by CP. If I simplify, 5 into 3, 5 into 2. So SP by CP will be equal to 2 into 4, 8. 3 into 3, 9. It is 8 by 9. Do not apply any profit percentage or loss percentage formula from here onward to get the answer. Very, very easy way of solving, which I already explained in previous class. Denominator will always represent your initial value. What is the denominator here? 9. Write down the same 9 in the denominator. Do not change the denominator. Copy paste the same 9 in the denominator. Now see here. 9 is becoming 8. 9 is becoming 8. That means there is a decrease of how much? 1. 9 is becoming 8. There is a decrease of 1. Decrease represents loss percentage, right? Decrease represents loss percentage. 1 by 9 represents 11.11 percentage. Sir, how 1 by 9 is 11.11 percentage? For all the people who have not attended my percentages class, as of now, please ignore that. You can call me right after the class, so that I will explain you how 1 by 9 is 11.11 percentage. Very, very easy way of solving, sir. Do not make it complicated. Decrease is nothing but loss percentage. If you had got increase by, suppose you had got increase. Increase means it is profit percentage. 1 by 9 represents 11.11 percentage. That means answer for this question is 11.11 percentage. I hope it is clear for everyone. Next. Now let us come back to today's class questions, so that I just brief out how to solve profit, loss and discount problem, because I saw some of the students who were posting yesterday saying that can the profit, loss and discount be taken from the starting. I just want to give you a brief idea of how can you solve the problem without using pen, or probably without using formula. I hope it is clear, sir. Next. Now let us solve some questions where we will come back to this original class session. Now listen to this carefully, sir. We will solve close to around 10-15 questions which we missed out in the previous class, so that we will understand how to solve that variety of questions very, very easily. Now listen to this carefully. Suppose this kind of questions also has come in the examinations previously. Suppose, now listen to this carefully. First let us read the question. The question says, a man sold an article for rupees 570 having a loss of 5%. Again I am repeating the question. A man sold an article for rupees 570 having a loss of 5%. At what price must the article have been should have been sold? It is not a time. At what price? At what price must the article should have been sold in order to gain 5%? Now see here. I'll rephrase the question. They are saying that a man sold an article for rupees 570. That means selling price is given as 570 rupees. Right? Selling price is given as 570 rupees. When the selling price is 570, the loss is given as 5%. Right? The loss is given as 5%. Your question is, at what price must the article should have been sold? That means what should be the selling price is what they are talking about. The question is, in order to have a gain of 5%, profit percentage is 5%, right? Profit is 5%. Now see here, this is a very, very easy question if you have understood how to solve this kind of questions. Now see here, suppose for example, I'll just explain you the scenario behind this question. Suppose for example, I have a pen in my hand, right? I have a pen in my hand. This pen I purchased at some money. I don't know at what price I purchased this pen. I will find it out what is the price I purchased. But I know that I sold the pen for 570 rupees. Right? I sold it for 570 rupees. If I sell that pen for 570 rupees, I will have a loss of 5%. Right? If I sell that pen for 570 rupees, I will have a loss of 5%. But think logically. If I have a loss of 5% in the starting of the day, that does not mean that the entire day is a loss for me, right? I can still bounce back in that day and I can have a profit in that particular day. So what I planned is, I anyway had a loss of 5% in the starting of the day. I planned in such a way that this loss of 5%, I should convert it to a profit of 5%. If I want to make a loss of 5% become profit of 5% in that particular day, at what price I need to sell that particular pen? That is the question. I hope it is clear, sir. Now listen to this carefully. I will solve it in two methods. Method 1, method 2. First let us understand method 1. Now for all the people who attended my previous class, I wrote some formulas. Out of those 13 formulas which I wrote, I am taking one of the formula right now. Now see here, method 1. This is selling price and loss percentage. The relationship is given by selling price is equal to cost price into 1 minus loss percentage. Right? Selling price is equal to cost price into 1 minus loss percentage. If I simplify it, selling price is 570. This is equal to cost price into 1 is 100%. 100% minus loss is 5%. So if I simplify, 570 is equal to cost price into 100 minus 5 is 95%. Right? 100 minus 5 is 95%. This is my first equation. Similarly, we also wrote one more notation in our previous class saying that selling price is equal to cost price into 1 plus profit percentage. If I simplify by using this notation, when the profit is 5%, I don't know what is the selling price. That is what I am finding. So I will call it as SP itself. So SP is equal to CP into 1 is 100. 100 plus 5% is 105%. Right? 100 plus 5% is 105%. This if I simplify it, this if I call it as equation 2, I am interested in finding the value of SP. That is what is asked in the question. Right? That is what is asked. Now, if I simplify, if I divide second equation by the first equation, this becomes left hand side here is SP. Left hand side in this case is 570. SP by 570 is equal to CP and CP will cancel if I divide. Percentage and percentage will cancel. You are left with 105 divided by 95. So SP will be equal to 105 divided by 95 into 570. If I simplify this, I will get the value as a 630, right? I will get the value as 630. That means answer for this question is 630. But if you are using this method, you need to by heart two formulas, which is waste of usage. You are not interested in by hearting the formulas and solving via formulas. We are not interested by such kind of methodology. So we will try to implement a different methodology where we can get the same answer for this question as 630 rupees. I hope it is clear, sir. Instead of by hearting two formulas, SP is equal to CP into 1 minus loss percent and SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage, let us eliminate the usage of formula and let us try to solve it in a different method. Please watch this method 1 for the next 30 seconds. I will be coming into the live chat for the next 30 seconds. Then we will move on to method 2. Very good. So many students have already answered it as 630. Very good, sir. Hari, sir, I have missed it. Say formula, please. Hari, you need not require any formula, Hari. You need not require any formula. That is what Gautam is trying to say there. We will see what Gautam is trying to say there in the next 1 minute of time, which is our method 2. We will try to avoid formula as much as possible, which I told in the previous class also. Students unnecessarily will by heart 1000 formulas. Remember 100 formulas, and in the exam they will only vomit 10 formulas. Let us not worry about such kind of formula based approach. We will try to solve the problems in a different way. Next, now see here, sir. Method 2. Again I will draft the question. Method 2. Now see here, let us solve it in a different method which we used in the previous class. Method 2. Again read the question, sir. A man sold an article for 570 rupees having a loss of 5%. Selling price is 570. Loss percentage is 5%. This is the first statement. At what price must the article be sold in order to have a gain of 5%? Selling price is question mark. Profit percentage is 5%. Now listen to this carefully. This is what we solved in our previous class. Loss percentage is 5%. 5% is 5 by 100. 5 by 100 is 1 by 20. Right? 5 by 100 is 1 by 20. Just 10-15 minutes before I took a basic question which we solved in the previous class. Please apply the same logic. You have the numerator, you have the denominator. Denominator will always represent your initial value. That means denominator represents cost price. Cost price is 20 rupees, right? Cost price is 20 rupees. If it is loss percentage, numerator is loss. That means the loss is 1 rupee. That means I purchased the article for 20 rupees. I had a loss of 1 rupee. That means I sold the same article for how many rupees? 19 rupees. But according to the question, when the loss is 5%, selling price is not 19 rupees. Selling price is 570 rupees. 19 should become 570. Multiply by 30. 20 also multiply by 30. What is 20 into 30? It is 600. That means I took the pen. I purchased the pen for 600 rupees. I hope everyone is clear till here. I purchased the pen for 600 rupees. Now, I know the cost price is 600. I want to sell it at some price so that I should have a profit of 5%. What is 5% of 600? 5% of 600 is 30 rupees. That means I should have 30 rupees profit from 600. From 600, if I want to have 30 rupees profit, so what should be the answer? 600 plus 30, 630 rupees. Or you can also solve this using this methodology, whatever we discussed. Profit is 5%. 5% is 5 by 100, 1 by 20. Again apply the same logic. Initially it is 20. Cost price is 20. If the cost price is 20, if it is profit percentage, numerator is profit. Profit is 1 rupee. So selling price should be how much? 20 plus 1, 21 rupees. But according to the question, we just now found out that cost price is not 20. Cost price is 600. 20 should become 600. Multiply by 30. 21 also multiply by 30. 21 into 30 is how much? 630 rupees. So answer for this question is 630. You use either method 1 or method 2. It is up to you. My role as a teacher, which I always said in my previous sessions also, that I will teach you multiple methods. You pick it up which is the best method for you. I am not telling please use method 1. I am not telling please use method 2. I prefer method to be as the convenient method. If you think that that is not a little convenient, please use method whichever you are convenient. Ultimately, we need to solve the questions in the faster time so that we can attempt more number of questions. That is the agenda. I hope it is clear, sir. Next question. Shiv Komal. Sir, why 20 into 30? Why 19 into 30? Now, this is a concept of ratio, sir. Proportionately, we are doing it. Proportionately, we are doing it. Shiv, this is for you. Just a minute, I'll explain you for you. Loss is 5%, which is 1 by 20. Denominator will always represent the initial value, Shiv. Cost price is there, selling price is there. Cost price is nothing but the initial activity. That means in any transaction, suppose if I want to sell the pen for you, before selling the pen for you, I should purchase the pen with some other person. That means first thing that will happen in my life is I purchasing the pen. Then that pen will be sold to some other person in my life. That means cost price is always the initial value. That is nothing but the denominator. So I wrote cost price as 20, right? Cost price is 20. If it is loss percentage, numerator is loss. Loss is 1 rupee. Cost price is 20, loss is 1. That means the selling price is 19 rupees. But according to question, selling price is 570. 19 should become 570. 19 into which number is 570? 19 into 30 is 570. 20 also multiply by 30. 20 into 30 is 600. In fact, you can also, if you want the how much loss it is, in fact, you can also multiply loss by 30. 1 into 30 is 30 rupees loss. I hope I have answered your question, Shiv Komal. I hope it is clear. Vandana. In the question it's given as 570. So do 19 into 30. Vandana is trying to help Shiv Komal. Very good, ma. I hope everyone is clear, sir. Next question. Next. We will take some more models which were asked in some of the examinations. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Very 3 important key points. Very 3 important key points. Your first key point says, suppose, I will explain you with an example. Suppose cost price of first product is 100. I purchased a pen for 100 rupees. I purchased another pen. That another pen also will cost me 100 rupees. That means I am discussing a scenario where cost price of both the products are same, right? Cost price of 2 products are same. The first product, I will sell it at a profit of 25%. What is 25% of 100? 25% of 100 is 25 rupees. That means I want to make 25 rupees profit from 100. 100 plus 25 is 125. Similarly, let the second product be sold at a loss of 20%. What is 20% of 100? 20 rupees loss. 20 rupees loss from 100 is 100 minus 20 is 80, right? 100 minus 20 is 80. Now listen to this carefully, sir. If you observe carefully, what is the total cost price? Total cost price is nothing but 100 plus 100, 200, right? Total cost price is 200. Similarly, what is the total selling price? Total selling price is nothing but 125 plus 80. It is 205, right? It is 205. I purchased for 200, I am selling at 205. I am having a profit. Your question is, what is the profit in terms of percentage, right? What is the profit in terms of percentage? Do not apply any formula. I already told the denominator is always your initial value. Initially it is 200, that is the cost price. Put it in the denominator. 200 is becoming 205. That means there is an increase of how much? Increase of 5. 5 by 200 is 5 by 2 into 1 by 100. 5 by 2 is 2.5. 1 by 100 is nothing but percentage. That means overall profit percentage. Overall profit percentage is nothing but 2.5 percentage. Right? Overall profit percentage is nothing but 2.5 percentage. Now, instead of doing all these things and wasting our time in the examination, now listen to this carefully, sir. Now listen to this carefully. I am discussing a scenario where cost prices of two products are same, right? I am discussing a scenario where cost prices of two products are same. Please listen to the statement carefully. If the cost prices of two products are same, if the cost prices of two products are same, and if the percentage changes are A percentage and B percentage respectively, if the percentage changes are A percentage and B percentage respectively, overall percentage change is given by A plus B by 2 percentage. Overall is given by A plus B by 2 percentage. If you want, check it out with the problem whatever we solved just now. A is nothing but, I am just solving it below. A is nothing but a profit of 25. It is plus 25. B is nothing but a loss of 20. It is minus 20. 25 minus 20 by 2. 25 minus 20 by 2 is 5 by 2 percentage. 5 by 2 is nothing but plus 2.5 percentage. If I get plus, this is nothing but profit. If I get minus, that is nothing but loss. That means very, very important key point. Whenever you say that the cost price of two products are same, and if the percentage changes are A and B percentages respectively, then the overall percentage change is always given by A plus B by 2 percentage. I hope it is clear. A plus B by 2 percentage. I also proved you by taking some numbers. It is A plus B by 2 percentage. That is your first key point. I hope everyone is clear with the first key point. Now, listen to the second key point, sir. The second key point says, again in the second key point, I will make the cost prices of two products as same. Right? I will make the cost prices of two products as same. Now, if I make cost prices of two products as same, Abhishek, Akhilesh, I am coming to the same thing, whatever you are telling there, sir. I am making the cost prices of two products as same like the first case. What I will do in the second case is, my percentage, profit percentage is 25 percentage, loss percentage is 20 percentage. That means profit and loss percentages are different in first case. Let me make profit and loss percentage also same. That means I am making profit percentage and loss percentage same, and I am making it equal to some percentage called as X percentage, right? Some percentage called as X percentage. Now, just now I told you that if the cost price of two products are same, overall is given by A plus B by 2 percentage, right? Overall is given by A plus B by 2 percentage. If I simplify, A is nothing but profit of X, it is plus X. B is nothing but loss of X, it is minus X. X minus X by 2 percentage. X minus X is 0 percentage. That means it is a scenario of no profit, no loss, right? It is a scenario of no profit, no loss. Very, very important second point. Whenever cost prices of two products are same, and if the percentage changes, if the profit and loss percentages are also same, then it will not lead you to any profit. It will not even lead you to any loss. Whatever you have invested, you will get it back finally. That is the meaning of it. I hope it is clear, sir. Vagdev, it incurs a loss. That is my next case, sir. It is not valid for this case where I am discussing. Please take some examples. Definitely, if you have not done any calculation mistake, you should get it as a no profit, no loss. If the cost prices of two products are same, and if the profit and loss percentages are also same, then definitely you will not have any profit or any loss in the transaction. I hope every viewer who is watching this video is clear with the first two key points. Next, third key point, last key point before we move on to some problems. Third one. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Third key point. Suppose if I make the selling prices of two products are same, right? If I make the selling prices of two products are same, and if I make profit and loss percentage are also same, if I make profit and loss percentage as also same, then in this kind of scenario, if you want to take some examples like the first problem, whatever we have taken in numerical ways, take some examples and check it out if you want. In this kind of scenario, you will never have profit. You will always have loss in this kind of scenarios. Suppose if I want to tell loss in terms of rupees, if I want to tell how much loss I had in terms of rupees, this is given by 2 into selling price, 2 into selling price divided by 100 by x whole square minus 1. Suppose if I want to tell what is the loss in terms of percentage, this is given by x square by 100 percentage. Very, very important key point. If the selling prices of two products are same and if the profit and loss percentages are also same, then you will never have profit in that case. Suppose if there are options where you have profit of so and so percentage, in this kind of third case scenario, you can directly eliminate that option. I hope it is clear, sir. Just watch the screen for the next 30 seconds of time before we solve some of the questions based on this particular key points. Just watch it for next 30 seconds. Please ask me any doubts. I hope Vagdev you are clear, right, sir? Whatever the loss, incurs loss which you have messaged in the live chat, that is nothing for a scenario where the selling prices of two products are same and if the profit and loss percentages are also same. I hope it is clear. Now, just I am repeating the key point before I move on to the problems. First key point is if the cost prices of two products are same, profit and loss percentages are also same, then you will have always the overall percentage change is given by a plus b by 2 percentage. Second key point says do not keep profit and loss percentages as different. Please make them also same like your first case. If I make same, then it is a plus b by 2 becomes x minus x by 2 0. That means if the cost prices are same and profit and loss also are same, then it is no profit, no loss. Similarly, the last case, if the selling prices of two products are same and if the profit and loss percentages are also same, then you will always have loss in such kind of transactions. Loss in terms of rupees is given by 2 into selling price divided by 100 by x whole square minus 1. Loss in terms of percentage is given by x square by 100 percentage. I hope it is clear. Next, now see here. Ritesh, very good question, sir. I am very happy you asked me this kind of question. I will come back to that question. What if profit and loss percentages are different? That is what I will solve it in the next probably 10 minutes of time. Anand, I will come back to your doubt also, sir. Why are you talking about formula instead of that? Teach how to reduce calculation in Normath method. Useless formula. I will come back to it in another 1 minute of time, Anand. Please hold on for 1 minute is what my request is. Now see here, sir. Suppose I'll just draft a question for you people. Now see here, sir. Let us read this question. The question says, Ajit buys 2 cows for 3000 rupees each. That means this is a scenario where cost price of two products are same, right? Cost price of two products are same. Next, He sells one at a profit of 10 percentage and the other at a loss of 10 percentage. Profit and loss percentages are also same, right? That is also same in this case. Your question is, what is his profit or loss percentage? When the cost prices are same and profit and loss also are same, what should be the answer? It is no profit, no loss. That means to answer your question, I am not telling to you the formula for you people. I am only telling you that please use this methodology whatever we have discussed in the previous problem. That means these key points. Either know or remember the key points. If you cannot remember the key points, please solve it in this method. My role as a teacher, which I am again repeating you people, is I will show you multiple directions, sir. You should only decide which is the best direction for you. The one which is the best for you might not be best for me. The one which is the best for me might not be best for the some other person. That means I will only guide you in multiple directions. You decide what is the best direction for you people. That means suppose if I know the second key point, if I know second key point as CP1 CP2 is equal and profit and loss also are equal, then I can directly within a second I can tell the answer for this question as no profit, no loss. But if I do not know that, I need to solve all these methods which I applied to derive the first key point. So it is completely up to an individual student whether to remember few key points or to do step by step. I hope it is clear, sir. My role is to show you multiple directions, which I keep repeating as many times as possible. I hope it is clear. Anand, I think I have answered your question. I am not saying you not to use the formula. I am not even saying you use apply the method which I discussed. My role is to teach you multiple methods, Anand. Okay. So that is the first problem. Suppose I will draft another question for you people. We are discussing 3 questions which are based on these 3 key points. Now I will draft the second question here. Little below I will draft it, sir. Suppose for example, try to tell the answer for this question. I am sure that you can answer these questions very fast if you know the key points. Suppose for example, read the question, sir. The question says, Rohan buys 2 products for 2000 rupees each. That means cost price of 2 products are same, right? Cost price of 2 products are same. That means CP1 is equal to CP2 in this case. Next, he sells one at a profit of 30%. Profit percentage is 30% and the other at a loss of 10%. Loss percentage is 10%. Now the profit and loss percentages are different, right? They are different. What is his profit or loss percentage? What is his overall profit or loss percentage? This is the first case scenario. Whenever cost prices are same and if the profit and loss percentages are A percentage and B percentage respectively, overall percentage change is given by A plus B by 2 percentage. A is nothing but profit of 30, it is plus 30. B is nothing but a loss of 10, it is minus 10 by 2 percentage. 30 minus 10 is 20, 20 by 2 is 10 percentage. Because it is plus 10 percentage, it is profit. Plus represents profit in this case. I hope it is clear, sir. If you do not know whatever it is as written as A plus B by 2 percentage, please apply this method. Whatever we implemented to derive that notation A plus B by 2 percentage. If I give you any formula, probably I will give you the proof also. If I do not give you the proof, please call me after the class if you are interested in getting the proof. I hope it is clear. Very fast you can answer the question as 10%. 10% profit. I see some of the students saying that it is 10% profit. That is the right way of answering the question. It is not 10%. You should actually mention what it is. You have only mentioned the magnitude, which is 10%. Please also mention whether it is profit or loss, sir. That is the right way, because options will definitely be there as 10% profit and the other option will be 10% loss, just to confuse the students. I hope it is clear. Next, 2 key points, 2 problems we have solved. Suppose I will draft the third question. See here, sir. Third question. I am drafting it here. I hope you are able to understand wherever I am drafting the questions. Now listen to this carefully. The question says, two horses were sold for 12,000 rupees each. That means selling price of two products are same. It is given as 12,000 rupees. Selling prices of two products are same. Next, one at a loss of 20% and the other at a gain of 20%. Profit and loss percentages are also same, which is given as 20% each. Your question is, the entire transaction resulted in how much rupees loss and what percentage loss? Now see here, loss in terms of rupees is given by 2 into selling price. Selling price is 12,000. I am writing it as 12 into 1000 divided by 100 by x. X is 20 whole square minus 1. Now see here, sir. If I simplify this, 100 by 20 is nothing but 5. 5 square is nothing but 25. 25 minus 1 is nothing but 24. This 24 will cancel with 12 into 2, 24. That means the remaining is 1000. Loss in terms of rupees is 1000. Right? Loss in terms of rupees is 1000. If I want to tell what is loss in terms of percentage, x value is 20. So it is 20 square by 100 percentage. 20 square is 400. 400 by 100. How much it is? 4%. That means loss in terms of percentage is 4% loss. I hope it is clear, sir. 4% loss should be the answer. Kundan, please check your calculation, sir. 4% loss is correct. 480 rupees loss is incorrect. I hope everyone is clear. Three very important key points. Again I am repeating you, sir. Cost prices are same, profit and loss are different. Overall is A plus B by 2. Cost prices are same, profit and loss also are same. It is 0%. That means no profit and no loss scenario. Next it is selling prices of two products are same, profit and loss are also same. Then you will never have profit in that kind of scenarios. You will always have loss. Loss in terms of rupees is 2 into selling price by 100 by x whole square minus 1. In terms of percentage is x square by 100%. Instead of remembering 15 to 20 formulas which we wrote and eliminated in our first session of profit, loss and discount, sometimes it is good to remember some key points which we discussed right now, so that you can tell the answer very fast. Again, having said that, it is up to an individual whether to remember that, or if you feel more comfortable in solving the methodology what we discussed in these key points also, please go ahead with that method. And the last in terms of rupees, any other method, the best method is to go with taking it as 100 and other things, Anand. Probably next problem you might understand it very clearly, sir. I hope it is clear. Next, now see here, Ritesh asked me a very good question. Sir, selling prices of two products are same. What if profit and loss percentages are different? That is the next question. Please write down this question, sir. Please write down this question. Once you know the way you have to solve it, it becomes very easy for you to solve it. Now see here, please write down the question. The selling prices of, I am just writing the questions. The selling prices of two products are same. I am just creating a question right now. Otherwise, I would have drafted the question. The selling prices of two products are same. The profit percentage on selling, the first product, the profit percentage on selling the first product is 25. Is the video, can everyone see the video, sir? I see that for a minute it went off. Is it visible to everyone right now? I hope it is visible. Okay. Now let me continue with the question. And the loss percentage on selling the second product. and the loss percentage on selling the second product is, suppose if I take some percentage, for example 14.2857 percentage, your question is find the overall profit or loss percentage. Find the overall profit or loss percentage. Ritesh, this is the question which you asked me. I am just taking it because you asked me, sir. Very good question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. This is a scenario where the selling prices of two products are same and the profit and loss percentages are different. Now, very easy way of solving. We already know how to solve it using our method. Suppose if I take the first scenario says that profit percentage is 25%, right? Profit percentage is 25%. 25% is 1 by 4. That means this means that cost price is 4 rupees. Cost price of first product is 4 rupees. If it is profit percentage, numerator is profit. Profit is 1 rupee. Cost price is 4 rupees. Profit is 1 rupee. So selling price of the first product should be 4 plus 1, 5 rupees. Right? It should be 5 rupees. But according to the question, they are also saying that and the loss percentage on selling the second product is 14.28%. Loss percentage is 14.2857%. 14.2857% is nothing but 1 by 7, which we discussed in our regular class of fractions to percentages conversion already. Again apply the same logic. This means that cost price is 7 rupees. Cost price of second product is 7 rupees. The loss is 1 rupee. I took the pen for 7. I had a loss of 1 rupee. That means I should sell the pen for how many rupees? 6 rupees. But the main important thing in this question is they are saying that the selling prices of two products are same. But here the selling price is 5. Here the selling price is 6. 5 and 6 are not same, but the question says they should be same. Because 5 and 6 are not same, but the question says they should be same, make 5 and 6 as the same number. What is a number which is a multiple of both 5 and 6? The multiple of both 5 and 6 is LCM of both 5 and 6. LCM of 5 and 6 is 30. That means make both of these as 30, right? Make both of these as 30. If I make it as 30, I will rewrite it for your convenience. Cost price is 4, profit is 1, selling price is 5 rupees. But I want to make this selling price as 30. 5 should become 30, multiply by 6. 4 also multiply by 6. 4 into 6 is 24. If I use this case, second case, 6 should become 30, multiply by 5. 6 into 5 is 30. 7 also multiply by 5. 7 into 5 is how much? 35. That means I am making the cost selling prices of both the products as the same, which is actually required in the question. I hope it is clear, which is actually required in the question. Now if I simplify, this is a very easy logic from now onwards. So total cost price is 24 plus 35. It is 59. Total selling price is, both the selling prices are same, 30 and 30. It is 60. That means if I want to find profit or loss percentage, profit percentage is, initially it is 59. Put it in the denominator. 59. From 59 there is an increase of, from 59 it is becoming 60. 59 is becoming 60. That means there is an increase of how much? 1. Profit percentage is 1 by 59. 1 by 59 convert back to percentage. Approximately you will get it as 1.7 percentage, 1.69 percentage. I hope it is clear, sir. Whenever selling prices of two products are same, please make use of this concept if the profit and loss percentages are different. I hope it is clear. You can use the same logic if the profit and loss percentages are also same. I hope it is clear, sir. Very good, Ritesh. Because of you, I think many other students Got one more new question. Very good. Just watch the screen for the next 30 seconds, sir. I am coming to the live chat if any doubts are not clarified. Please check your calculations, sir. Vagdev, 10.72 is incorrect, sir. 1.33% loss is also incorrect, Ritesh. Please check your calculations, sir. Kunal, you will not get it as 9 by 69. You will get it as 1 by 59. Please check it, sir. Anand, that's the best method. Please go ahead with that method, Anand. Very good. Please stick on to the method whichever you are comfortable, sir. That's the best way of learning the concepts. Ravi Kumar. Sandeep, sir, key points for this concept. There is no particular key points as such for this concept, Sandeep. That is the reason we are using this kind of methodology which we explained in our previous topics also, previous class. Okay, Ravi Kumar, after 5 and 6 became same as 30. Please explain is what you are trying to say. Now see here, sir. Ritesh, there is no particular formula based or a key point driven approach for this particular problem. I prefer that this is the best method. Now see here, Ravi Kumar, this is for you. I made both of them as 30 because the question says selling price should be 30. So 6 I am making it as 30. So multiply by 5. 7 also multiply by 5. 7 into 5 is 35. 5 I am making it as 30. Multiply by 6. 4 also multiply by 6. 4 into 6 is 24. Now if I observe, cost prices are 24 and 35. That means the total money which I spent in purchasing some products is 24 plus 35, which is 59. I sold the article for 30 and 30, which is totally 60. That means I am having 1 rupee profit, right? I am having 1 rupee profit. I am having 1 rupee profit on how much cost price? 59 rupees. That means initially it is 59, put it in the denominator. From 59 it is becoming 60. There is an increase of 1. 1 by 59 convert back to percentage. Approximately you will get it as 1.7%. I hope everyone is clear, sir. Pushpak, you cannot use the successive percentage method for this. I'll come back to it later on if time permits. Probably when we discuss DI caselets and other things, you will understand it much more better why successive is not used in this case. Next question. Now listen to this very, very carefully, sir. The next 2 to 3 questions, this type of questions has also come in the examinations. Now I'll just draft a question. Sudarshan Reddy, how you say 1 by 59 that much speed? Sudarshan Reddy, this is for you, sir. We already discussed fraction to percentages conversions in our previous class. Probably I don't know whether you attended that topic or not, but having said that, 1 by 59 is approximately 1 by 60. 1 by 60 is 1 by 6 into 1 by 10. From there you can approximately get the value as 1.69. Okay, probably if you have not attended fraction to percentage topic in my previous profit loss and discount topic, please call me right after the class. For all the students who are new joinees, and if you do not have my number, please call my number whenever you want or to clarify any doubts. My number is 7795734445. Please give some time for me to clarify doubts, because most of the times I will be into sessions in some of the top colleges. When I am in session, I will not be able to clarify the doubts. I will definitely clarify your doubt, probably when I come back home late in the night. I hope it is clear, sir. Now, Pushpak, but I am confusing between two methods. Pushpak, very, very easy answer for your question. Please apply method 2. That means whatever the method which we applied right now, when the profit and loss percentages are different, apply the same logic for the problems where we discuss the key points. If you think that you are getting confused by using a key point notation based problem, do not use those key points. Apply the same methodology there also, still you will end up with the same answer. I hope it is clear. Okay, Vikrant, I'll take your feedback, sir. I'll make the marker little thin. Veerappa Reddy, please refresh the page, sir. Give me some assignments now only. Sudarshan, I'll try to give the assignments in some time. For all the people who are there in the group, I'll forward you the assignments, sir. Now, listen to this carefully. Next few questions, sir. Suppose I am drafting a question, sir. Just give me 1 minute of time. Now, listen to this carefully. This kind of questions has also come in the examination. Now, see here, sir. First, let us read the question. Anil sold a product at a loss of 9%. Anil sold a product at a loss of 9%. If he had sold at 75 rupees more, he would have made a profit of 16%. What is the cost price of the article? Right? What is the cost price of the article? Now, everyone listen to this carefully, sir. I am interested in finding the cost price in this question. But in the last class, I explained you very clearly. Whenever you have percentages in your question, percentage is something divided by 100. I do not like to work with fraction because fractions will actually kill my time in problem solving. So I want to eliminate the fraction. The meaning of eliminating the fraction is I should not have the denominator. That means I should cancel this 100. The best number if I want to cancel that 100 is, what number should I take if I want to cancel that 100? Take any multiple of 100. 100 by 100 will cancel. 500 by 100 will cancel. 900 by 100 will cancel. But the smallest multiple of 100 is 100. That means whenever your question says about percentages, please make use of the number called as 100. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Suppose find the cost price of the article is the question. I will assume the cost price as 100. This is my assumption. I don't know whether it is right or wrong. I am assuming it. Now listen to the first statement. Anil sold a product at a loss of 9%. What is 9% of 100? 9 rupees. 9% of 100 is 9 rupees. That means I sold at 9 rupees loss from 100. That means I sold it at 100 minus 9. 91 rupees. That is the first statement. Right? That is the first statement. Now, see the second statement. The second statement says, if we had sold at 75 rupees more, right? If we had sold at 75 rupees more, he would have made a profit of 16%. That means I want to make 16% profit. That means if my cost price is 100, I want to make 16% profit. What is 16% of 100? 16% of 100 is 16 rupees. That means 100 plus 16 is 116 rupees. Right? It is 116. Now, listen to my statement carefully, sir. Who assumed the cost price as 100? I assumed the cost price as 100. Because of my assumption of 100 only, I got this 9. Because of this 9 only, I got 91. Because of my assumption of 100 only, I got this 16. Because of the 16 only, I got this 116. That means whatever I have written on the screen till now, whatever it is written on the screen till now, everything is according to my assumption. I hope it is clear. Everything is according to my assumption. But I cannot solve the question according to whatever I wish to. I should actually solve the question according to the data given in the question. Now see here. According to my assumption, initially the selling price is 91 rupees. Now the selling price is 116 rupees. 91 is becoming 116. That means selling price is 91 is becoming 116. That means, can I say that according to my assumption, if I had sold at how many rupees more? 25 rupees more. 91,116. What is the difference? 25. If I had sold at 25 rupees more according to my assumption, then the cost price would have been 100 according to my assumption. But according to the question, I am not selling at 25 rupees more. I am selling at 75 rupees more. 25 rupees more should become 75 rupees more. What is the multiplying factor? 3. 100 also multiply by 3. What is 100 into 3? 300. That means the answer for this question is 300. Please make use of 100 whenever you have questions in terms of percentages. If you make use of 100, you will not end up with any fractions. And please do not apply any variables because we are discussing arithmetic topics. Variable is nothing but algebra. Let us try to eliminate algebra as much as possible in whatever the way we can. I hope it is clear, sir. Answer for this question is 75 rupees more, 300 rupees. I hope everyone is clear now. Sandeep, you are very true in your approach, sir. Very good. I want to create one unique approach for all the students. Very good. Your thinking is very, very well. I appreciate you. Now see here, sir. Now listen to this carefully. Before moving on to the next problem, whenever you have such kind of problems, where it is given as it is sold at this much more or this much less. Whenever you have a problem where it is given as it is sold at that much more or this much less, something like this, forget about that statement temporarily. At that moment, please forget about that statement. Find out according to your assumption how much more. Find out according to your assumption how much more. In the last step, please convert according to the question. That means that statement, please use it in the final step of your statement. That means according to your assumption, find out how much more or how much less. In the last step, find out according to the question. I hope it is clear. Hitesh, you will get the same approach in the next two problems. Please listen to the next two problems, Hitesh. I am sure that you will be able to understand it because I see that you are a very, very fast student who will solve some of the other questions very fast. Let us not worry about this question because I am sure you will answer the next two questions and understand it very clearly. Swati, if it is 74 rupees more, Swati, I'll just explain you what is that we are doing it, ma. Probably this is something. 25 is becoming 75. This is something which we have discussed in our school days. I'll just explain you. Swati, what is the meaning of this? Now see here, Swati, this is for you. Good that you asked me that question. Suppose in our school days, if you remember, we were taking questions in algebra or some other topics like this. The question says, if one pen cost 5 rupees, then what is the cost of 7 pence? Right? Then what is the cost of 7 pence? I hope you remember this kind of questions which is actually asked, Swati. Right? If 1 pen cost 5 rupees, what is the cost of 7 pence? Now think logically, Swati. What we were doing in that kind of situations, in that cases is, we were calling this as x rupees. Then we were cross multiplying. X into 1 is equal to 5 into 7. So x is equal to 35. This is the method which we applied in our school days. Instead of using this methodology and wasting our time, which is actually not required for a competitive examinations, and that too without using variables, what I am doing right now is 1 is becoming 7, multiply by 7. 5 also multiply by 7. 5 into 7 is how much? 35. That means, read the question carefully. The question says, if 1 pen is costing 5 rupees, if is nothing but an assumption. That means, I am assuming that 1 pen is costing 5 rupees. This is according to my assumption. According to my assumption, 1 pen is costing 5 rupees. According to the question, 7 pence will cost how many rupees? That means, according to my assumption, there is something. Convert back according to question. Same thing we did here also. According to my assumption, it is 25. According to question, convert back. But your actual question is, what if this is 74? If this is 74, 25 is becoming 74. If you think that you are not finding any multiplying factor, please cross multiply like the method you applied here and try to get the answer. Question mark into 25 is 100 into 74. So 125 into 1, 25 into 4, 74 into 4. It is 280, 296. That should be the answer. But to explain your statement in this particular question, 25 is becoming 74. You might not get a good multiplying factor. You need not multiply vertically. You can also multiply horizontally, Swati. 25 is becoming 100. Multiply by which number? 4. 25 into 4 is 100. 74 into 4 is 296. I hope it is clear. This is if condition. That is nothing but an assumption. That is what? Actually, to tell every student watching this video, the methodology which we are using is nothing but the method which we used in our school days, which is the most effective method. I hope it is clear. Only thing is we are trying to avoid variables and get the answer, but we are trying to solve it in a different way. Swati, I hope it is clear, ma? Yes, very good. Ravi, very good, sir. You have already answered the question. Sandeep, very good. Now see here, next question, similar kind of a question. I am sure that you will be able to understand this question if you have understood the previous question. If not also, please listen to this question carefully. Suppose, first let us read the question. A person sells an article at a profit of 10%. That means, because it is in percentage, if I assume the cost price as 100, okay, I'll take your feedback, sir. I am little bit reducing the font size. If the cost price is 100, profit is 10% means 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. That means the selling price will be how much? 100 plus 10, it is 110 rupees. I hope everyone is clear with the first step. Next, second point. If he had bought at 10% less, that means if I had bought at 10% less, 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. If I had bought at 10 rupees less, that means if I had bought at 90 rupees, right? If I had bought at 90 rupees and sold it for 5 rupees more. As of now, please ignore this statement. We will see this statement at the last. He would have gained 25%. That means if I had bought at 90 rupees, I want to gain 25%. 25% is 1 by 4. What is 1 by 4 of this 90? 1 by 4 of 90 is 22.5 rupees. That means I want to gain 22.5. 90 plus 22.5 is 112.5, right? 112.5. Same analogy I am using right now. As of now, whatever the numbers which is written on the screen, everything is according to my assumption. According to my assumption, selling price was 110 rupees. Now the selling price in the second case is 112 rupees. That means, according to my assumption, 110 is becoming 112.5. That means, if I had sold at 2.5 rupees more, if I had sold at 2.5 rupees more, my original cost price would have been 100. But according to the question, they say that if I had sold at how many rupees more? 5 rupees more. 2.5 should become 5. Multiply by 2. 100 also multiply by 2. What should be the answer? 200. Please do not apply any formula or variable. I hope the approach used in the last two problems are very, very clear for you people. I hope it is clear, sir. You take any number, sir. Whatever number you want, please take it initially. Find out everything according to your assumption. In the last step, convert according to the question. This is the same logic which we also implement in time, speed and distance topic, which is one of the very, very tricky topics in competitive exams. I hope it is clear. Very good, sir. Many students got the answer. There is a student who got it as 40. Please check it, sir. Probably a calculation mistake. Anand, I already said, if we had bought at 130 rupees less, here it is more, there it is less. They cannot give that kind of question, sir. Probably they will give more and more or less and less itself. But if it is 130, if you cannot find a multiplying factor, cross multiply like my previous case. I already explained Swati how to do that. Same analogy, please use it, Anand. Next question. Now see here, sir. Next question came in one of the examination, but it's a similar kind of question if you have understood this problem. I am just drafting the question, just give me 1 minute of time. Now see here, listen to this very, very carefully, otherwise you will get confused. See here, sir, the question says, if the cost price increases by 10%, the shopkeeper increases the selling price by 360 rupees. However, profit percentage decreases from 15% to 10%. Find the original cost price. Let us not worry about this too much, sir. Let us do step by step. I want original cost price. I know it is in percentage. Assume it as 100. Simple way. Now read the question. If the cost price increases by 10%, 100 becomes 10% of 100 is 10 rupees extra. That means if the cost price becomes 110 rupees, that is what they are saying. Shopkeeper increases the selling price by 360 rupees. Selling price becomes 360 rupees more. This statement I will keep it at the end, right? I will keep it at the end. I will find what is the increase in selling price according to my assumption. Let me convert finally according to the question. Next. However, profit percentage decreases from 15% to 10%. That means what they are saying is when the cost price initially was 100 rupees, the profit percentage was 15%. What is 15% of 100? 15. That means the selling price becomes 100 plus 15, 115. But because you increased the cost price by 10% and it became 110 in my assumption, the profit percentage which was 15% in the starting case, now it reduces to 10%, right? Because you are increasing the cost price, profit percentage which was 15 in this particular case, it will become 10% right now. Same logic. What is the 10% of 110? 11 rupees extra, right? 110, 10% is 11. 110 plus 11 is 121. That means whatever is written till now is according to my assumption. According to my assumption, shopkeeper had a selling price initially as 115. Now he had a selling price as 121. According to my assumption, shopkeeper increases the selling price by how many rupees? 6 rupees. Shopkeeper selling price increases by, according to my assumption it is 6 rupees. According to question it is 360 rupees. Similarly, according to my assumption, original cost price is 100. According to question, how much? 6 is becoming 360 into 60. 100 also into 60. What should be the answer? 6,000. Very, very easy way of solving these questions if you have understood the methodology. Very good, Malsi. Very good, Gautam. Very good. I am very happy to see that. Oh, probably you all got incorrect, sir. Please check your calculations. It is not 600. It should be 6,000. Sairam got it right. Malsi got it right for the next time. Very good. That's okay. We will make mistake. We will not repeat the mistake. We will keep making mistakes. We will learn all the things. We will keep on making mistakes while we practice. Ultimately, when we go to the examination hall, our intention is not to repeat the mistake which we did while practice, so that we will maximize our score. I hope it is clear, sir. Please apply the methodology which we are discussing right now to get the answers in a very, very easy format. Sir, why it is becoming very easy? Because you are working with numbers. Numbers are always more efficient than variables, sir. I hope it is clear. Next, just to see the screen for the next 30 seconds. I'll come back to the live chat. Sudarshan, repeat once. I am repeating Sudarshan for you. I am assuming the cost price as 100. Initially, there is a profit percentage of 15%. 15% of 100 is 115, right? Selling price is 115 rupees. Now, shopkeeper increases the cost price by 10%. 10% of 100 is 110 rupees. profit percentage decreases from, because I am increasing the cost price by 10%, profit percentage decreases from 15 to 10%. That means I am only having 10% profit. What is the 10% of 110? 10% of 110 is 11 rupees. That means 110 plus 11 is 121. Earlier selling price is 115. Now it is 121. Shopkeeper increases the selling price by how many rupees? 6 rupees. 121 minus 115 is 6. But according to question, 360 rupees. 6 into 60 is 360. 100 into 60 is 6000. Hitesh, I will give you assignments, sir, based on this concept, because if you observe the last three problems is exactly the same approach. I am not even deviating anything based on this particular way of solving. I will give you the assignments. Even if you are not clear, even after the assignment is given and even after the last three problems, I always welcome you to call to my number 779573 445. I will definitely clarify your doubts, whatever the way you have. I hope it is clear. Do not worry, Hitesh, we will definitely clarify your doubt. Next. Now, listen to this question, sir. It's a very, very good question. Listen to this question. Suppose I am just drafting the question. Suppose your question is, suppose a merchant buys, I'll just increase the font if it is not visible properly. A merchant bought two cows together for 4,800. Again read the statement, sir. A merchant bought two cows together costing 4,800. That means the cost price of two products together it will cost you 4,800. Right? Together is costing you 4,800. Now listen to this carefully. Next, they are saying that he sold one of them at a gain of 19%. That means 19% means final selling price will be 100. Suppose if I assume the cost price as 100, so it is 100 plus 19. 119% of cost price will be my selling price. My selling price will be 119% of cost price. Similarly, and the other at a loss of 15%. 15% loss means the selling price of second article is 100 minus 15. 85% of cost price, right? 85% of cost price. And they are mainly saying in this question that the selling price of both the transactions are same, right? The selling price of both the transactions are same. That means selling price 1 and selling price 2 are same. Left hand side is same. Please equate the right hand side. If I equate 119% of cost price 1 is 85% of cost price 2, right? 85% of cost price 2. If I simplify, cost price 1 by cost price 2 will become 85% divided by 119%. This is nothing but percentage will cancel. This is nothing but 85 by 119 is 17 into 5, 17 into 7. It is 5 by 7. That means, can I say that cost price 1 and cost price 2, they are in the ratio of 5:7, right? They are in the ratio of 5:7. Now, read the last statement. The question says, find the lower cost price, right? Find the lower cost price. Now, anyway, I will teach you in more detail when I take ratio topic, but I am just giving you a hint in this particular topic. Now, see here, the ratio of cost price 1 and cost price 2 are same. Now, think logically, sir. In every of my previous problem, I was saying that according to my assumption, like that I was taking. According to my assumption, I was getting something. According to question, I was given something else. So that I am converting back to question. That is how I was solving in my previous question. Same analogy I will use it here. No change in approach. According to the ratio, instead of my assumption, I will tell it as ratio. That's the only difference. According to the ratio, first cost price is 5 rupees. Second product cost price is 7 rupees. According to the ratio, cost price 1 is 5, cost price 2 is 7. According to the ratio, what is the total cost price? 5 plus 7, 12. According to ratio, total cost price is 12. According to the question, total cost price is 4,800. 12 should become 4,800. Multiply by 400. Right, multiply by 400. Your question is, find the lower cost price. According to the ratio, lower cost price is 5, higher cost price is 7. They are asking only the lower. According to ratio, lower is 5. That also multiply by 400. 5 into 400, how much it is? 2000. Suppose if they are asking you for higher cost price, that also multiply by 400. That's the beauty of using this concept. 7 into 400 is 2800. But as of now, the answer for this question is 2000. I hope it is clear, sir. Very, very easy and interesting way of solving. Anyway, I will take more and more questions to solve this kind of problems where I use the ratios concept, so that it will be very, very fast. Ravi Kumar, whatever you said is also right, sir. 5 by 12 of 4800. That is what I said in a different way. Very happy to see that so many people have answered the question. Sandeep, 2000 by option method can also be done. That is the best method, sir. I just explained you this method. That is the best method. You can pick up the answer options. You can solve that by answer options. Very good, Sandeep. I hope everyone is able to correlate with whatever we are teaching. Next. Please watch the screen for the next 30 seconds before I move on to the next problem. I hope everyone is clear, sir. Next question. Now see here. I'll draft the question for you guys. Suppose your question is, listen to this carefully, sir. Probably the last 4 to 5 questions of today's class. See here. First, let us read the question, understand the question. The question says, Rita purchased an item for 6,500. That means cost price of the product is 6,500 and sold it at a loss of 20%. Loss percentage is given as 20%. Right? Loss percentage is given as 20%. That is the first statement what is given. Now, forget about the second statement. Forget about the second statement. Whatever we can use solve from this particular data, let us first solve it off. 20% is 20 by 100. That meaning of 20 by 100 is, denominator is always the initial value. In this case, it is cost price. Cost price is 100 rupees. Right? Cost price is 100 rupees. If it is loss percentage, numerator is loss. Loss is 20 rupees. Cost price is 100, loss is 20. Selling price is 80 rupees. But according to the question, selling price is not, cost price is not 100. According to the given data, cost price is 6,500. 100 is becoming 6,500. Multiply by 65. 80 also multiply by 65. 65 into 80. You will get it as 5,200. Right? You will get it as 5,200. We have still only used method, statement 1. Right? We have still only used statement 1. Now see here. Suppose if I continue the question. If I continue, the question says, she purchased another item from this money. That means, right now she is having 5,200 rupees. With that 5,200, she purchased another item. That means, that becomes the cost price for her in the second case. Cost price in the second case is 5,200 and sold it at a profit of 25%. Profit percentage is 25%. What is our overall profit or loss? Same logic. 25% is nothing but 25 by 100. That means if the cost price is 100 rupees, profit is 25 rupees, selling price is 100 plus 25, 125. But cost price in the second case is not 100. It is 5200. 100 into 52 is 5200. 125 also multiply by 52. It is 6500. Your question is, what is the overall profit or loss percentage? In the first case, 6500 plus 5200 is our investment. In the second case also 5200 plus 6500. Both are same. Commutative law holds good for addition. 65 plus 52, 52 plus 65. Both are same. That means she is not getting anything as profit. She is not even losing anything. That means your answer is no profit, no loss. Answer for this question is no profit, no loss. I hope it is clear, sir. Answer is no profit, no loss. Hitesh, please check it out, sir. Calculation mistake maybe. It is not 6500. It is no profit, no loss. Other students have got it. Sandeep, please check it out, sir. Not 11.5 percentage. Gautam, you are right, sir. Vagdev, you seem very silent today. Why so? Okay. Clear, sir? Any other doubts? I am just waiting for your doubts for the next 10 seconds. Vikrant, koi aur method. You have multiple methods, Vikrant, but we are not interested in any of the formula based methods. We are interested in finding the concepts or the root cause behind the formulas. That is what we are actually trying to teach you. Kunal, once again, Kunal, it's a very easy model, sir. If you have understood the previous topics or the previous problem, cost price is 65, loss is 20. Same logic. Cost price 100, loss is 20. So selling price is 80, but cost price is not 100. It is 6500. Multiply by 65, multiply by 65. 80 into 65 is 5200. That is the first scenario. That means I sold an article for 5200. That means right now I have 5200 rupees in my pocket. Right? 5200 rupees in my pocket. Next, she purchased another item from this money. From the money, whatever I had 5200, I will purchase another item. That will become the second cost price for the second product. Profit is 25. 25 by 100. If the cost price is 100, profit is 25. Selling price is 125. But cost price is not 100. It is 5200 in the second case. So 5200 means multiply by 52, multiply by 52. 6500. Find out the profit in this case. Find out the loss in this case. Find out the profit in this case. The profit loss in this case is 1300. And she regained that as a profit in this case as 1300. So it is no profit, no loss. Sanju, sir, by checking percentages can it be solved directly? You are absolutely right, Sanju. It all depends upon your practice level. Actually, if I want to say you need not apply all these things to get the final selling price as 5200. Loss is 20%. What is 20% of 6500? 20% of 6500 is 130 because 10% is 650. 20% is 2 times of 650, which is 130. From 65 it is loss of 130. In this case you are having 130 loss. That means it is, in this case it is 1300. Similarly here 25% of 5200. Find out what is 1 by 4 of 5200, which is again 1300. That means until you become comfortable, please apply this logic. After you become comfortable, I expect my students to solve without using pen. I hope it is clear. Nikhilesh. Now for all the people who are messaging the numbers to add into the WhatsApp group, please kindly message your numbers to my number 7795 73445, or the best way to add immediately is please WhatsApp your number to our other director 9985851158. I already made her the admin of the group. She will be more than happy to add you into the group, sir. Rohan, if loss is 25 and profit is 20, please check it out using the same logic, sir. That's not a very big difficult concept. Please check it out. Same logic. What if selling price is not same in 4,800? It need not be same. It need not be same as where is the 4,800 question? Just 1 minute. Let me come back to that question. Okay, just to understand your question, Vagdev. What if selling price is not same in 4,800 question? I believe that you are speaking about this question. CP1 plus CP2 is 4,800. This is the question you are referring to? I hope that is the question you are referring to. Now, if the selling price is not same also, you can apply the same logic and solve it out, sir. Only thing is the equation varies or the final numbers varies, and then finally you need to find out by ratios concept. Probably what I planned is actually I will take a combination of other topics in ratios topic so that you will understand it much more better. So because you asked me this question, I will take 1 or 2 questions in profit, loss and discount also in ratios topic, so that we will see how to solve that particular questions using ratios concept. I hope it is clear, sir. Next question. Give me a minute so that I will draft the question. Next one. Now see here, sir. Suppose slightly tricky questions. Listen to this carefully. First, let us read the question. Vinod earns a profit of 110 rupees after selling some pens at the rate of 2.5 rupees per pencil. After selling some pencils at the rate of 2.5 rupees per pencil. That means they are saying that he is getting 110 rupees profit. The selling price of one pencil is nothing but 2.5 rupees. This is the first scenario. He suffers a loss of 55 rupees. The loss becomes 55 rupees on selling the same number of pens at the rate of 1.75 per pencil. That means if the selling price of one pencil becomes 1.75 rupees, then he will have a loss of then he will be getting a loss of 55 rupees. Then what is the question? How many pencils Vinod would have? That means how many pencils he is having initially is the question. Now listen to this carefully. The question says how many pencils Vinod would have. That means because the question is asking how many pencils Vinod is having, answer options also represent the number of pencils Vinod is having, right? That also will represent the number of pencils Vinod is having. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Suppose if I go option by option, if I take that 220 pencils are there initially with Vinod, that means I am assuming it as the first option. I don't know whether first is right or wrong. This is my assumption. If I take 220 pens, first statement says profit is 110. Selling price of one article is 2.5. That means it is a profit scenario. The basic definition of profit is nothing but selling price minus cost price. This is the basic definition. Selling price minus cost price. So profit of, I am assuming that 220 pencils are there. Profit of 220 pencils is selling price of 220 pencils into cost price of 220 pencils. It is given that profit of 220 pencils is 110 rupees. This is 110 rupees. Selling price of one pencil is 2.5. Selling price of 220 pencils is 220 into 2.5. 220 into 2.5 will give you 550. That means selling price of 220 pencils is 550. This is cost price of 220 pencils. So if I simplify, Cost price of 220 pencils will be 550 minus 110. It is 440. This is the first scenario. Similarly, they are saying the second scenario as use the same 220 and solve it for second scenario. Loss is 55. Basic definition of loss is it is CP minus SP. CP minus SP. Loss of 220 products or the pencils is the cost price of 220 pencils minus selling price of 220 pencils. Loss of 220 pencils is given as 55 rupees. Substitute is cost price of 220 pencils. I don't know it. I'll keep it as it is. Selling price of 220 pencils. One pencil is 1.75. 220 is 1.75 into 220. That will give you 385 rupees. So this is 385. So same logic. CP of 220 pencils is nothing but 385 minus 55. How much it is? 440. That means, can I say that cost price of 220 is 440? With the second condition also you are getting the same value as cost price of 220 as 440. Because both the conditions are same, when I assume the first option as 220, my assumption of first option is correct. Answer for this is 220. I hope it is clear, sir. I hope everyone is clear. Now listen to this carefully. Bhavita. Okay, I'll explain you Hitesh one more time. Bhavita, can you explain without using options? Kunal. Now for all the students, I don't know whether you people have attended my previous classes or not. I made a statement which I'll make it one more time. For all the students who are listening to this video, most of the competitive examinations which are happening, answer options will definitely be given. If you think that answer options are there only to mark your options, then probably you are wasting too much of time. Again, I am saying you, there are so many questions in your examinations where you can solve the questions using answer options very fast, rather than your traditional or whatever the other methods are. That means answer options will be the biggest clue in your examinations in so many questions. If you do not use your answer options, probably you will end up wasting too much of time in solving that questions. Please make a habit of solving by using answer options in some questions. It will actually give you the clarity. It will actually make you solve the questions faster than your other methods. Having said that, if you want a method which is to be implemented for this question without using answer options, then you might have to use variables and solve these questions, which is a waste of time. You are unnecessarily forming equations, creating equation, solving equation, getting the value of variable, back substituting in one of the equation, finally getting the answer, which is a tedious process. We are not interested with that kind of methodology, sir. Again, I am repeating before I move on to the next question. Please make use of answer options. Answer options will definitely be the biggest clue in your examinations, in many questions in your exams. I hope it is clear. Next. Now see here, sir. Tarun, this is also answered for you, sir. Please explain without answer options. I already answered. Answer options, you need to use it. That is what I want to teach my students. If I want to teach something else which is already there in your textbooks, then I don't want to take the class. I want to teach something which is different and which is unique, which is by solving answer options, which I expect my students also to solve by answer options to make it very, very easy and simple. Next question. Next, probably the last two questions of today's class. Listen to this carefully, sir. We discussed this kind of questions in the previous class in a different topic. We will use the same concept in this particular topic. Now see here. Suppose I'll just increase the font. Now before solving this question, I am sure people who have attended my previous class will be able to solve this question very fast. This is a concept on compound ratios. I'll just give two examples before I take up the original problem. Suppose A is to B is 3 is to 4. B is to C is 2 is to 3. I want to find A is to B is to C. Right? I want to find A is to B is to C. Now, step number 1. To find the first variable A, multiply all the first terms. 3 into 2 is 6. Similarly, to find the last variable C, multiply all the last terms. 4 into 3 is 12. Now listen to this carefully. There are multiple ways of solving, but I am sticking on to one method as of now. We will see what are the other methods when we take up the ratios concept. Now, see here, sir. I got A value, I got C value. The middle variable B is missing. This is missing. Now, observe carefully. This is nothing but A is to B. Compare with the original A is to B. In original A is to B, what is A value? 3. Here, what is A value? 6. 3 is becoming 6. What is the multiplying factor? 2. 3 into 2 is only 6. 4 also should be multiplied by the same multiplying factor. 4 into 2 is 8. One more example for the people who might have not understood it. Suppose, I'll just drag it little below. Suppose A is to B is 3 is to 2. B is to C is 1 is to 3. C is to D is 4 is to 5. I want to find A is to B is to C is to D. Right? I want to find A is to B is to C is to D. Same logic. To find A, first variable, multiply all the first terms. 4 into 1 into 3 is to 12. Similarly, to find the last variable D, multiply all the last coefficients. 5 into 3, 15. 15 into 2 is 30. Now the middle two variables are missing. They are B and C. This is B. This is nothing but A is to B. Compare with original A is to B. In original A is to B, A value is 3. Here it is 12. 3 is becoming 12. Multiply by 4. 2 also multiply by the same multiplying factor 4. 2 into 4 is 8. This is B is to C. Compare with original B is to C. 1 in original B is to C, B value is 1. But here it is 8. 1 is becoming 8. Multiply by 8. 3 also multiply by 8. What is 3 into 8? 24. Because this is not in simplified form, further simplified, sir. I hope it is clear. Now see here. Let us come back to the original question. See here. The question says A gets 3 rupees as often as B gets 4 rupees. That means, in other words, if I want to say this statement, A is purchasing a product for 3 rupees while B is purchasing the same product for 4 rupees. That means A is to B is given as 3 is to 4. Right? A is to B is given as 3 is to 4. Next, B gets 5 rupees as often as C gets 6 rupees. B is getting 5 rupees and C is getting 6 rupees. C gets 8 rupees as often as D gets 15 rupees. C is to D is nothing but 8 is to 15. Right? 8 is to 15. Now forget about the next statement. Find out A is to B is to C is to D. This becomes, to find A, multiply all the first variables. 5 into 8 into 5 is 40. 40 into 3 is 120. Similarly, to find D, multiply all the last variables. 15 into 6 is 90. 90 into 4 is 360. It is 360. Now, if we are little smart, please do not calculate B and C values and waste your time. Why? Because question has given A value. Question is asking for D value. That means we only require A and D. We already got the values of A and D. Why do you want to calculate B and C values? It is of no use calculating B and C values, right? So according to my assumption or according to the ratio, A is getting 120, but according to question, A is getting 240. 120 into 2 is 240, multiply by 2. D will get how much is the question. According to the ratio, it is 360. According to question, how much? Multiply by 2. 360 into 2 is how much? 720. Answer for this question is 720. I hope it is clear, sir. This is a very, very beautiful concept of compound ratios, which we will discuss in detail while solving questions on ratios and proportions. I hope it is clear. I'll just come to the live chat for the next 30 seconds to 1 minute of time. Please post any doubt, academic related doubts if you have, sir. Very good that most of the students are getting the answer. Tarun, in the previous question, my doubt is there will be 220, but you use 220 separately for profit once and loss once. I am using it for different cases, Tarun. It is not 220 plus 220. I am using it for different cases because question is given in terms of different cases. There is a case called as a profit. That is what I used it for 220. There is a case, suppose if it is becoming loss, that was the question. There is a case called as loss. Again I am using 220 for that particular case, right? That is what, because there are two cases, one is profit and the other is loss. For profit I am using 220, for loss also I am using the same number 220, because it's also given in the question that he suffers a loss of 55 rupees on selling the same number of pencils. That means I assumed it as 220 and I am selling the same number of pencils. I hope it is clear, sir. I hope everyone is able to understand the questions which are discussed here. Tarun, I already explained your doubt, sir. Very good, Tarun. Ravi Kumar, I don't know whether you attended the previous class or not. The previous class combined with this class, I request you to solve any question in profit, loss and discount, probably in the initial stages of your preparation with profit, loss and discount, and by using the methodology which we applied in the previous profit, loss and discount and today's class. I am sure that you should be able to solve minimum 95% of the questions right. Probably if you still find it difficult in solving some of the questions which you think that which according to your tricky, I am always there to help you, sir. I already gave you my number. Again I am giving it for your convenience. My WhatsApp number is 7795 734445. Please post your question, as many questions as possible. I will be more than happy to clarify your doubts. I am sure that with the questions or with the methodology which is applied here, I am sure you can add or you can solve minimum 95% of the questions right in the initial of your preparation. With more practice, it will shoot up to 99.99 or even 100% with more practice. I hope it is clear, Ravi. Tarun, that's okay, no issues. Please do not repeat the mistake in your examination. For all the people who are posting your numbers in the group or in the live chat, I request you to post it to this particular number which is displayed on the screen, sir. I don't want any student sitting or listening to the class to post their personal numbers in the live chat and create problems if need be. I hope it is clear. Next, last question of today's class. Listen to this carefully. Very, very good question. It becomes very easy question if you have understood the previous questions. Now see here. Listen to this carefully, sir. I am just drafting the question. Last question. Now, before solving this question, okay, I'll just eliminate this question for a minute. Before solving this question, now listen to the very, very small scenario, then we will solve this question very, very easily. Now see here, sir. Suppose, for example, assume that I have a shop and I am selling some pens in my shop. I have a stationery shop where I am selling some pens. You came to my shop. You asked me a question. You saw a particular pen and you asked me a question. You saw that pen and asked me that, what is the cost of one pen? Again I am repeating, I have a shop where I am selling some pens in my shop. I am a shopkeeper. You came to my shop. When you came to my shop, you saw a particular pen, you liked it. You asked me a question, what is the cost of one pen? I replied saying that one pen will cost you 20 rupees. Right? You asked me a question, what is the cost of one pen? I replied saying that one pen will cost you 20 rupees. Now think logically, sir. Your question is, what is the cost of one pen? If you ask me what is the cost of one pen, my question for you now is, will you purchase only one pen? You are asking me a question, how much will one pen cost? If you ask me how much will one pen cost, will that definitely mean that you are purchasing only one pen? Definitely no. You might purchase one pen itself, or you might purchase more number of pens. You are just asking me how much will one pen cost, right? How much will one pen cost does not necessarily mean that you are purchasing only one pen, right? Similarly, I replied saying that one pen will cost 20 rupees. One pen cost 20 rupees does not again necessarily mean that you are only paying me 20 rupees at the end of the transaction. It actually depends on number of pens you are purchasing. I hope it is clear. Again I am repeating for one last time in the next 10 seconds. You asked me how much will one pen cost. That does not necessarily mean that you are purchasing only one pen. You can purchase any number of pens. If you know that one pen will cost 20 rupees, you also know that 5 pens will cost 100 rupees. That is just a calculation purpose, right? Now listen to this carefully, sir. Same analogy I am using it for the last question of today's class. Now read the question. The question says, a man buys oranges at the rate of 6 for 2 rupees. Now see here, buying is nothing but cost price. Cost price of 6 oranges is how many rupees? It is equal to 2 rupees. Now if I use the same analogy, suppose I have a shop. I am selling oranges in my shop. You came to my shop. You asked me a question. How much will 6 oranges cost? I said that 6 oranges will cost 2 rupees. That does not necessarily mean that you are purchasing only 6 oranges. And it also does not necessarily mean that you are only paying me 2 rupees at the end of transaction. I hope you are able to understand and correlate with the example what I told, right? Cost price of 6 oranges is 2 rupees, that's all. That does not mean that you are purchasing only 6 oranges. Next, continue it, sir. And sells the whole lot at the rate of 7 for 3 rupees. Selling price is nothing but, so they are saying that selling price of how many oranges? 7 oranges is how many rupees? It is given in the question, 3 rupees. That is what is given, right? Now it is also said that in this process he gained 20 rupees. The profit is given as 20 rupees. How many oranges did he purchase? What is the total number of oranges did he purchase is the question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. I already told in my previous class, whenever you get something like this is my second question of today's class and also the previous class. I just explained this scenario for all the new joinees who did not attend my previous class. Whenever you get something like this, always express it as SP by CP. Why SP by CP? Because CP should always be the denominator, which is the initial value. If I express it, this equation is 7SP is equal to 3. First equation is 6CP is equal to 2. If I divide one by the other, it becomes SP by CP. SP by CP will be equal to 6 into 3 is 18. 7 into 2 is 14. 18 by 14 is 9 by 7. Right? 18 by 14 is 9 by 7. That means, can I say that CP is nothing but 7 rupees. Cost price is 7 rupees. Right? Cost price is 7 rupees. SP is 9 rupees, right? SP is 9. Cost price is 7, selling price is 9. So profit is how many rupees? 2 rupees. But according to the question, profit is how many rupees? 20 rupees. 2 should become 20. Multiply by 10. 7 also multiply by 10. 7 into 10 is nothing but 70. That means cost price is 70. What is the meaning of cost price is 70? At the end of the transaction, you paid me 70 rupees to purchase some number of oranges. Now, if I come back to this original statement, statement says cost price of 6 oranges is 2 rupees. That means the number of oranges I purchase, the number of oranges I purchase is 6 oranges, and I will pay 2 rupees for that 6 oranges. But just now we found out that I am not paying only 2 rupees at the end of the transaction. I am totally paying 70 rupees at the end of the transaction. 2 should become 70. Multiply by 35, because 2 into 35 is 70. 6 also multiply by 35. 6 into 35, how much it is? 210 oranges. That means I am totally purchasing 210 oranges. That is what is question asked. I hope it is clear, sir. So answer for this question is, how many oranges did he purchase? 210 oranges are purchased totally. That is the answer for this question. I hope everyone is clear with the approach. Kunal, please check the calculation, sir. Sorry, Sandeep, please check the calculation. Somewhere you have multiplied by 2 to get to 210 as 420. Please check your calculations. Kunal, you are right, it is 210. Priya, it is not 140, it should be 210. Vagdev, sir, we can take LCM so that to put oranges constant. Whatever the method which I discussed, in another way it is called as LCM. Both are same. You are thinking right, Vagdev. The method which is discussed and the method of LCM, both are more or less the same. Very, very subtle difference between the two logics. Whatever you said is also right, sir. Singh, 210. I hope everyone is clear. Just see your notes for the next 2 minutes of time. I'll come back to the live chat in another for the next 1 minute. Any doubt you have, please post it, sir. If you have any other clarification, I already said you can post it to my WhatsApp number. I'll be definitely happy to help you out. Nisar, it cannot be 222, sir. Okay, Hitesh, I am showing you the question, sir. Hitesh, this is for you. Any doubts, sir, in whatever the questions which we have discussed? Nisar, okay, sir, your calculation mistake. Please take care of your calculations. Sandeep, the question is shown right now, sir. I'll read the question one last time before we sign up. A man buys oranges at the rate of 6 for 2 rupees and sells the whole lot at the rate of 7 for 3 rupees. In this process, he gained 20 rupees. How many oranges did he purchase? Very good, Deepak. Now, before I sign off, for all the students, again I am repeating, please do not post any of your personal numbers in your live chat. Please WhatsApp me your number. I'll definitely add everyone to the group. Probably for all the students who are not there in the group, a very, very important PDF was sent yesterday, which is based on secrets of mental calculations, secrets of mental maths. Very, very good book to solve the questions, probably without using pen. How to multiply two bigger numbers, all those things, which will help you tremendously well in your preparations. I have already WhatsApped into the group. For all the people who are not there in the group, please message to this number or please message to the below number which I am writing right now. And please ask me to add you into the WhatsApp group. I'll definitely add you. After adding all the students, I'll definitely help you out. in sending the PDF once again into the group, so that for all the new joinees, you can actually use the PDF to solve some of the problems in a faster way. I hope it is clear, sir. But having said that, for all the students, I saw some of the chats in between while taking the class. For all the students who are asking for tomorrow's schedule, yesterday it was announced that today there will be no more sessions, except the session which happened right now. There will be no more sessions today because of some occasions. But having said that, tomorrow every student who is listening to the class will be attending one of the very, very beautiful and tricky concept. Probably without using pen, you will solve most of the questions which is there in the mind of Anil sir. One of the very, very tricky concept, and we name that topic as think without ink. That means you need not worry about putting ink on your paper. You can think and you can solve those questions. It's a very, very good topic. Tomorrow we will be coming at night 9 o'clock. It will extend till 10:30 or if needed with students' response like yesterday till 11 o'clock also. Tomorrow it's a very, very good topic, sir. You will learn. For all the students who asked me a doubt, why are you solving only by answer options? There will be a beautiful answer for that questions in tomorrow's class, right? This is for all the students who asked me especially. But having said that, I am very happy and I am very unhappy that most of the students who attended the session have already purchased one of the most important and required thing for any aspirant, 96 hours of power packed video content. Most of the students have already purchased, and still we are getting so many mails. I am very, very surprised that some of the students are sending mails at 2:30 in the midnight, and which I see early morning when I wake up at 5:30 saying that please extend the offer, please, so that we can use the same offer for 1 or 2 days also, because we are actually running short of funds or whatever it is. I am very happy that most of the students are really dedicated for this 96 hours of power packed content. Along with this, all the live classes which is happening right now, these live classes will also be given complimentary, probably any day in July first week. In July first week, whatever the live classes which we have discussed till now, for all the live classes will be given complimentary for the student who is enrolling for this 96 hours of video content. The actual cost, which is one of the student is asking right now, actual cost will be 25,000, sir. But I don't want any one of you to burden yourself or maybe burden your parents by paying such a huge amount. Only for the first 10 people, because I restricted myself saying to Amazon people that I will not exceed this 10 people, because I gave a promise to them saying that I am using too much of video content, which is actually a little difficulty thing for them also. Only for the first 10 interested students, I am again extending the same offer, because it's a very, very special occasion today in Anil sir's house. I am again extending the same offer. It is not at 25,000. Only for the first 10 interested and sincere candidate, you can avail it, having a 20,000 discount, which is actually very, very worth of it, at only a final price of 5,000 rupees. This is applicable only for 10 students, sir. If you are 11th student, I will only tell you a statement saying that please come on July 1st. July 1st, our prices will drastically increase. Probably you might see that shit, I should have purchased it when I got the opportunity, and you should not repent is what I try to say, right? Only for the first 10 interested and sincere student, the final price will be not 25 but a very, very huge discounted price, and the final price will be only 5,000 rupees. Anyone who is interested for it, you can right now call me to my number 7795734445, and you can call to my other director number also at 9985851158. Thank you everyone for coming so early and listening to the class and making it a grand success, sir. Any student who have any academic doubts can also WhatsApp to my number. Thank you everyone. Have a great day. Thank you everyone.